Hello and welcome back to the garden. This week we're going to be looking at snowdrops and what to do with them now. So I can't grow them in the front borders from bulb, so I grew them in pots this year. They're now coming to the end where the flowers are dying back. It's the last couple left on, but this is the best time to split them or replant them while they're in the green. So if you've got them in the border and you've got them in a clump and you want to separate them and put them somewhere else, just dig the clump up, split it in half, put one back in the original spot and move the second clump to somewhere else in the garden. If you've done like I did last year and put them in pots, now's the time to put them into the border. The hope being they'll die back naturally into the border and grow back because they've been growing in that environment for the remainder of their life over this spring, that they'll grow back next winter in the border. So we're going to have a look and see what to do with them up there. So the other advantage to starting the snowdrops off in pots and then bringing them to the border at the end of the season is you can actually see what else is in the border and what space you've got. So if you have a look around, you can start to see where you've got gaps and where you're going to place the snowdrops, which will hopefully grow back next year in the places that you've put them. So where you've got an established garden bed, when you're putting new plants in, sometimes it's better to grow them on in pots, bring them out when the garden's starting to flourish and you can see where things are and where they're going to fit better. So when it comes to planting them, all you're going to do is take them out of the pot and plant them at the same depth that they are now. Just prepare your hole, and this is a really clay soil. I'll be putting some leaf mould in here shortly, and we'll let you know when we do that, just to try and improve the soil structure in here because it is really wet. But in the pots here, if you followed what I did when I put them in, this is quite full of grit as well. So just give that a tap and just drop it in like that. Now you don't want to bury it any deeper than it is, like I say. So just fill that back in. Now the other important thing is do not cut these back, let them die back naturally. So all of this green leaf will die back and feed the bulb for next year's growth, and that will hopefully be what comes back and gives you strong plants next year, and they should grow back in the borders. And next year we'll let you know how we've got on with that. So I'm going to finish off getting the rest of these done. That's it for this week, and we'll see you back in the garden next week.